some dreams I do think that I need to start coming on here and saying out loud, because I always have dreams, visions, and epiphanies of the Nazi for like at least 7 years now. And I could go into detail about all the dreams that I have, but I feel like it's not all gonna happen on this video. But it's crazy because I'm gonna tell you about the dream that I had today. It was very simple. I was chilling at one of the houses that I always chill in, and ICE came in and they got me. They got me. I was running. I was escaping. I had a burner phone, trying to communicate with all my other family members that I heard that was in ICE. And basically, they came and got me out of my house, and I woke up. Not I woke up. They came and got me out of my house, and they kidnapped me, and they put me in some type of facility. But before they opened the doors to the facility or whatever, I escaped. Like I was ducking off and escaping, but somebody ended up finding me. I ended up running. Ended up running on that little narrow line where it's on a freeway. It's only like a little bit of space to walk. I ended up running on there. A nigga was chasing me on a bike. It was some weird stuff. But that was just a dream that I had today, right? But I always had this a vision, right? That every time that we walk outside of our houses is going to be soldiers standing there with guns ready. So you cannot do anything without those soldiers seeing you. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go to the bank. You can't do anything without somebody outside of your door with guns. Like everything that they do is in their control. It's like you living in your house right now. You look outside and you see soldiers out there all in front of everybody's door, anybody's door they can with guns, waiting for somebody to come out. It's like everything we do is on their beck and call, their say so. And I had a war dream. Maybe I'm rambling, and I don't want to ramble because I want my message to be effective. You know what I mean? And putting a lot of information out at once, it's not going to be effective all the time. But I already had a dream. I don't know if you remember, but I had a dream in the past where they did something where all the black people around me, and only the black people around me, was hiding and being chased because we were supposed to be captured. And if they saw us, they was either going to kill us or kidnap us. I had that dream also this year. I know, of course, a lot of people don't care about what's going on. They don't care about ICE. They feel like if it don't pertain to them and things like that, which, okay, cool. And also, I know how they feel. Well, where was they where was they? Look, it's them now, but us next, if that makes sense. And that.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto thy foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. She's made it a beautiful point. If it starts with them now, then we're next. And that's exactly what's happening. And it's a beautiful thing to see that the Lord is pouring out his spirit upon his servants. All right. And she don't know. She may not know Yahweh, the name Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but her spirit knows, and her spirit is replying for what the Lord sent unto her. All right. And she even said she's a seer, which seer means a prophet. Well, a prophet was called seers before time. So First Samuel's 99. She's not a seer. She's like a prophetess, but her job is to dream dreams and relay the dreams. And somebody like myself and the brother that put this video up, and others who ever see this take upon them, break it down to them. Okay, this is what that means, and it's clear as day what it means. Jacob's trouble. All right, all around in a nutshell is all about Jacob's trouble, and Jacob's trouble is the world's trouble. The world's trouble is Jacob's trouble, but it starts with Jacob. You're training Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the key thing is, she said that ICE is going, about ICE, and they go after particular people. Well, guess what? Once they, quote unquote, done to get their quota, who do you think they're going to go after next? All right, the dark skinned ones. When they was going after Levi, which is the Haitians, I remember seeing a video when Jake was saying, look, If they went after the Haitians, what's going to stop them from going after everybody else? Hey, they went after the Haitians, the Jamaicans, and all that. So what's going to make a difference between those that are from or that have no ties to the Caribbean islands, who's born here? How are they going to tell the difference? They won't be able to. So this right here is a tall tale as what's to come. This is a beautiful tall tale, which is prophecy. What this woman was speaking about was prophecy. The Lord is truly pouring out his spirit upon all flesh. This did a show where everybody feels a certain way, and their feeling is that this life ain't life, you know? With the dreams and everybody coming to that realization, it's a collective thing. So I'm gonna let it play on because it's something else she said. It was funny.
A lot of things that I'm getting from dreams, like Walmart. I used to have crazy dreams, but they turned to all the Walmarts and Amazon buildings.
And those are visions. Those are visions. Ironically, even Amazing Lucas. Shout out to that guy. He's turning the corner. I should have got. I didn't think I was gonna talk about him, but he was turning the corner. A man. I don't know which brother, what camp he's from, but he kept bringing it. He kept bringing it up. Like, yeah, even Amazing Lucas said this is the second time he said that. He's like, yo, I think that those Hebrew Israelites are right. He kept saying it. He kept saying it because now the world's starting to shake up. Like, wait a minute, and that's the spirit of the Lord. Yet you still have actual people that are Israelites. This is what's ironic. You have Israelites who know they're Israel, who's acting like everything is gonna happen. General Yohana is talking about give black people a piece of the American land, and we'll show you how to live. You know, IUIC had the land grab. HOI had gotten land in Georgia. Okay, the Peg Master, he was doing a documentary on himself, and you're supposed to be ahead of the curve. You're supposed to be able to like see this thing coming a mile away, and here it is. People are outside of the nation of Israel. They're starting to see, like, yeah, something's funny going down. People, they're starting to see their dreams, and they're starting to realize their dreams are not dreams; it's visions. Okay, hey, it's heavy. The scripture says, matter of fact, I didn't want to start there. I'm gonna just since I talking about the false prophets for a second. You know, this is the spirit that Jake is some Jake are in. All right. Micah 3, is it 6? I think it's 7. Right. Micah 6 and 7. Then shall the seers be ashamed and the diviners confounded. Yea, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of the Most High. But here it is, this woman, she has the answers. The Lord gave her an answer. She may not understand it fully, but she's given an answer. She's been given a vision. Okay? But some people that claim to be Israelites, they can't see it because the Lord blinded his people. All right? He has blinded the seers. I'll tell you what, real quick. I said that. Isaiah 56. Isaiah 56 and I'm gonna go up. It's 56, right? Yeah, it's 56 and 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs that cannot bark. Sleeping, laying down, loving to slumber. So who the watchman? The watchman is supposed to be the prophet. On a watch. What are you supposed to be watching? You're supposed to be watching the prophecies. So when somebody like this comes about, you're supposed to have the answers right then and there. All right? Well, you'd be like, well, sister, you had this particular dream because we are in a time of Jacob's trouble. And she may ask, what is Jacob's trouble? All right. She may think all these things are happening just because, uh, um, well, the Captain Obvious. You can't even sugarcoat it. That Trump's administration is racist and they want to get rid of blacks and Latinos, but they don't know the people don't know the in depth hatred that um, Esau has towards Israel. That's where we supposed to come along and guide them and show them, like, look, this is why this is happening. All right, we supposed to have the answers. Matter of fact, let me go into that scripture real quick. Scripture I had in mind. I'm gonna make this too long. Second Ezra 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." So the Lord put these words in our mouth. It's not. This is not of our own vacity. This is not all of our own intelligence. You know, like we came up with this thing ourselves. No, no, no. This is the spirit of the Lord. It's funny. It's heavy that the same thing that we speaking through the scriptures. We've been saying for years. A woman like that, probably never heard of the Hebrew Israelites, will have these dreams and put it out on blast. Like she's disturbed because if you don't have the answers, that's very disturbing. Right? Like, what the hell's going on? Because I remember before I even came into the truth, I was having martial law dreams and me fighting the Gurkha troops. When come to find out that they were Gurkha troops, they looked like they had the massive Jason. So I was like, what the hell? And I was fighting. I remember in my dream, like I was like in my physical body, I was fighting them and shit like that. I overcame them, but I didn't know what it meant until I met the apostles. You know, at the time they were the elders. When I heard this truth, I'm like, oh shit, this thing started to make sense. Okay, the martial law, the Gurkha troops, all this. So it answered the thing that was in my mind. So there had to be a person there, not even knowing what dream that I have, that answered my my dreams without even me saying it. That is our job. All right, because all this is prophecy. We're supposed to be prophets, say things before it happens. And cause them to be written in a book, but they are faithful and true. This has been written for thousands of years. What was going to happen? Okay, for thousands of years. Okay, from the beginning of time. The Earth is not billions of years old, like these clowns would say. All right, the Earth is thousands of years. So since the beginning of time. Matter of fact, since I'm on the subject, Isaiah 46. It's 46, right? 46:10. Yeah. It says, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done. And at that time, certain prophecies wasn't fulfilled. Now we come into to the end time, where all the prophecies is being fulfilled. The Lord said, not one jot, no tittle, meaning the lowest, smallest, minute letter, I believe is the Yah in the Hebrew. All right. That's the smallest of all. Everything's going to be fulfilled. Every single prophecy is going to be fulfilled. The Lord had this thing written out long ago, saying, my counsel shall stand and will do all my pleasure. What is the Lord's pleasure? His prophecy. Okay? His prophecies. Going back to 2nd Ezra 15:3. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not thy incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, which is what? Incredulity means they faithlessness. All right, the people. So for a long time we had to bear this thing for ourselves. Okay, this truth. Because no matter how we brought it out there in the highways and the byways, doing shows, there was always somebody that was scoffing. There was always somebody that got something to say. Oh, you guys are this, that, to the third. And as being men in this a part of this world, it's kind of disturbing. So, what did the Lord do? He fortified our minds. By fortifying our minds, He ensured to us that it was just us. You know, the Bishop Amenatazat, he always say, all we got is us. And that's the truth. All we ever had was us. Because we the only one that understand this language. Okay? Prophecy is like a whole nother language. Okay? Not anybody can sit there and understand that language. It's like how you have you could go to any hood in the shores of America, and they speak in a whole nother language. Well, guess what? Prophecy is the same way. So despite people can't get this thing, it's not supposed to rattle our faith. And at this rate, we don't give a fuck. All right. And I'm just being candid, just being real. We care less what people think because we know the facts. We know it's the truth. And the truth is, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is bringing heavy judgment upon America. And the Lord is pouring out his spirit upon everybody. Okay? And those who take heed, hey, they could be part of the elect. Or they're just there to sent the message. And the message is taken, the water. You know? For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. So this is what's heading over here, especially in America, which is long overdue. All right? With this current ruler, is bound, the levees are bound to break. Everything is bound to go left real quick because this is just the way it's designed. All right? It says, but wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So, unbeknownst to people, the reason why now you're getting a kickback because all the wickedness that's been done, all you people that participated in this wickedness, you are all part of the problem, and the great solution, the great equalizer, is coming. All right, judgment by fire. It said, therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as turning their wickedness, which they have profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, or receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So that's a future prophecy. So what does that mean? Yes, a lot of Jakes, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, is going to be victimized. What, unbeknownst to us, because we're so closed-minded, there's been a lot of Latin tribes that's been getting dealt terribly. All right, whose children are getting taken from them, women getting raped, men getting raped, people getting killed, never to return. And that's just the beginning of the stage. So what's going to happen to the dark skinned ones, and what we call Negroes, all right? Benjamin and Levi is going to get horrible. So the Lord said, he's allowing all this thing to happen. So now we're in a point where all the bad shit is going to start to happen to us. All right? Every single thing. And what she make mention of remind me of the movie Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid. The Handmaid's Tale. In the very beginning of that film, which came out in 1985 probably, or 84. Who was getting rounded up? So-called black people. All right, they always getting rounded up. So the hunt, like that, I keep referencing that scene, but uh, um, Men's Society, the hunt for Negroes is on. The hunt for your black ass is on. All right, but the Lord is allowing this to happen. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. When I suffered them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. All right, so the time of slaughter is here. So the Lord is showing everything, showing us the civil unrest, the buzzword of World War III, consistently, every day. World War III, World War III, World War III. All right, ICE hasn't been in the news as much, but that's right there too. National Guards is right there. Upheavals are right there. All right, insurrection, sedition, all that's right there. It's all going to lead for the Lord's chosen people, the Israelites, whether they accept it or not, to be led as a sheep to the slaughter. Okay? So with that, I ain't gonna make this too long, but she had a vision. Eve had a vision. All right. She's been blessed, so to speak. Yeah, brothers can check out the rest. That being said, shalom to the elected nations. Shalom.